This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, I just got really teary-eyed. First of all, thank you, Dr. Carla, for that super warm introduction. I often don't like to talk about myself, but in these situations, I must. Thank you again, Haja Dina, esteemed. I don't know, that's such a great word. I am very young in comparison to a lot of people that I work with. I am 32, but I've been doing what I've been doing. I have a combined, I guess, years of experience. I have about 15 years of experience in everything that I've done, not necessarily social media, but when I say combined, I mean production design and some of everything. So I always get tongue tied when reading my own bio. So I guess I'll just use bullet points. But before I go into any of that, everyone, I just want to thank you for your time in this space, in this moment in time. The fact that we are alive, we get to use our breath. I'm needing right now because I'm feeling very anxious because it's different when you present in front of your own. Um, so I want everybody to just do this breathing exercise with me. And I think Hajadina would definitely understand why I need to breathe so I can get through the presentation and not feel weird or stumble over my words. So we're going to count to three. We're going to take a deep breath in, inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. So it's 3 counts of 3 each time. Begin now. 1, 2, 3, in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Again, please. Really get that air in your chest. Make sure to drop your shoulders, lift your neck, fix your posture. That really helps all the senses. And let's meditate on being great today. Thank you for your time. So Dr. Carla, you can go ahead and open the presentation, and I'll say a little bit about myself. So while Dr. Carla does that, I am a polymathic artist. I'm a brand strategist. I am a lot of things in the city of Newark. I am a Newark native. I guess I would call myself a transplant, but not really because one of my offices is in Newark and I am currently on this Zoom today in East Orange. So I am a member of Pink Dragon Artists Syndicate team, which is run by the Chief Chick Linda Street. I'm not sure if anybody really knows her, but she's a goddess and a gem when it comes to helping the young artists bloom in the city of Newark, the city of East Orange, just Essex County in general. She's a mentor to so many, and I'm honored to be able to work with her and learn from her. I am also the textile specialist, the collection specialist at Pink Dragon Artist Syndicate, where we manage the Jerry Gant collection. I've been volunteering my time since 2019. So, a lot of people see us out and about and it's like, well, are they getting paid? And it's like, no, we're not getting paid. It's because we want to push Mr. Jerry's work forward. And we believe in the legacy. We believe that, he has the potential to be greater than Basquiat. So, not in a competitive way, but more so a medium way, because he operated in so many different mediums in which you all know so much about him. Because you all have had the opportunity to work hand in hand with him. That is an opportunity I am remiss I would never have. So I learn a lot from the collection. And is the is it open, Dr. Carla? I'm sorry.
I had to go back to the link, so that's what I'm
Oh, okay.
now.
Okay. Um, I founded Chiffani Brands Unlimited. In 2008, it was after the death of my Uncle Jerry, who was an artist, but nobody ever got to see his art. He never exhibited his art. He never really shared the fact that he was an artist. And it's super unfortunate because he passed away at an early age. And I really missed him. So, what I decided to do was I was in college at the time and I said, well, I'm going to follow these dreams. I know that I'm in management and I'm studying business and finance, but I'm an artist at heart. I've been working in the arts since I was a young girl, theater, production, all that stuff. Why don't I just make this a business? This is really where my heart is. This is really what I want to do. And so Chiffani Brands is dedicated to the memory of my Uncle Jerry. So it's just so synonymous that I'm working with the Jerry Gant collection because I do feel that they were similar in a lot of ways. And I'm just honored to be that vessel. I partner with brands and organizations to scale artistic endeavors by offering a fresh perspective, innovative design, quality production, and marketing. A lot of my services include art and creative direction, film and production design, fashion design, styling and tailoring, image consulting, and what I've been honored to help out with United Parks is one, the multimedia branding and strategy. Um, some notable publications that you can find the Chiffani touch in would be Complex, is a notable magazine, and the Los Angeles Times, in which I had some garments featured on the group King. If anyone is aware of who they were a trio that became a duo, and they were featured in the fashion column of the Los Angeles Times in 2016. Um, I'm an alumna of the All Stars Project of New Jersey. I am an alumna of North Tech. I went to Irvington High School, and I also graduated from Jersey City University, where I studied business management, finance, and fine art under the direction of Dr. Ben Jones, if anybody knows who that is. And I'm also a four-time recipient of the Merrill Lynch Scholars Award and the youngest Afro-Latina to showcase my work at Art Basel, and that's in Miami. My mission overall is to give back to my community because so many challenges and great things have happened in my community, and that's what has helped to shape me into who I am today. I'm also an elder sister, and um, that's it. I mean, I'm gonna go into what I have here. If you
Are,
see, yes,
Tiffany, are you able to see?
yeah,
Okay, tell me when you need me to switch.
okay. You can go ahead and switch now. I think I've talked about myself enough. um, and I also talked about Chiffani. So if you ever see that heart, if you can go back, Dr. Carla, if you ever see that heart anywhere, just know I've sponsored or I'm a part of it, or one of my brands is a part of it. So that's the Chiffani heart. If you ever see someone try to duplicate it, let me know because it is trademarked. Thank you. Okay, next. Okay, so we're gonna get into the presentation. Who's on social media? Can I just have, um, I don't know if you all wanna use the chat or if you wanna use your voices, but who's on social media currently? Who has a Facebook page? Can I get a hand raise? Okay, I see Miss Liz. And who else? Let me get my gallery together. Okay, Hajadina, Lillian. I know Crystal Allen is up here with Eyes Like Mine Inc. on Instagram. I follow her. Um, anyone else? No? I know Renatha. Uh, so if you're not on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, you should also pay attention because maybe you might want to join in on the fun. So social media do's and don'ts. Number one, always remember, set your privacy settings. So who on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter knows where their privacy settings is? Who can answer that question for me? This is going to be an interactive presentation. I'm not going to lecture y'all.
It's on settings.
It's on settings. Thank you very much. Okay, and you can selectively choose your friends. I am on my personal page very selective about who I decide to follow, because that interprets where your algorithm is going to go. So if you follow a lot of dog pages, you might have a lot of dog videos randomly pop up for you, or people you may know, or people you'd like to follow. You might have a lot of dog lovers in that area. That's what the algorithm is. It basically tells you what you're going to see because of what you're feeding it as well, and what you're querying or what you're searching in the search bar. Share carefully. I'm a stickler about organizations who decide to share any and everything that don't really align with what their missions are. You have to put out content, and content is basically videos, pictures, memes, information shared. You have to put out content so that it aligns with your brand or your organization or your personal beliefs, your morals, or the things that you like. A bunch of things, but make sure you share carefully, because once it's out into the world of the internet, it's there forever. Use private messaging. You can use private messaging if you'd like to relate something to a brand, as opposed to writing a nasty comment under their caption area. Who's familiar with captions? Hello?
What is captions? Don't know what that is.
Okay, great. So I love that you don't know what that is, because now I get to explain it for maybe someone else. Oh, Lillian, I see your hand is up.
Oh, no, I was just raising my hand because I knew what you were talking about. That's all.
Oh, okay, awesome.
I'll put it down. I'm so sorry.
Awesome. So a caption is a little brief description. Either on Instagram, it'll be under the picture, or if you use your desktop settings, it'll be to the right or the left of your screen. Facebook, same way. It's the little description that people either say, we're having a bake sale. That's what the flyer may read. And then under the flyer
Okay.
will give you more details.
Okay.
Got it?
I
Awesome.
didn't realize that had the name. Okay. So yes.
Oh, awesome. See, this is working. Awesome.
So
So
it's like advertisement of somebody on your page, somebody that you friended. Is that what it is? Because I think I missed what you were saying in the very beginning.
oh, sure. So the caption is the piece of information that you share with your post. So if you share something about Natural Ground One,
Mhm.
it'll be your flyer. Say if it's on Instagram, for example, it'll be your flyer, Natural Ground One, and it might say, welcomes you to the retreat or something.
Oh, okay.
Under that flyer, that little description or that little text box for information, you'll see you can type in whatever you'd like to. So there
Okay.
you may go into detail about what the flyer is about or where the location is. If any of you follow United Parks is One on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, we utilize captions for most of the posts. Any other questions in regards to the captions?
Now I know.
Okay, awesome. So private messaging, like I said, you can, instead of writing a nasty message under someone's captions, you can privately message them and say, hey, I never got my order. If it's a brand that you're trying to contact, or maybe it's a friend and it's a more positive thing and you just want to say, hey, keep your head up or great work. If you don't want to comment publicly, you can always direct message them. Or on Instagram, it's direct message. On Facebook, it's direct message. And Twitter, it's more retweet. you can
Okay.
retweet and you can at them directly. Watch out for scams. So my grandmother recently got a Facebook page, and she started following a bunch of different pages based on her interests. And some of those pages have fishers. Fishers are accounts that um, that are run by sometimes bots, and these are big words, but bots are basically the termites of the internet. They can, you may have heard the word troll or put nasty comments under people's captions. They can also send you direct messages to try to gain access to personal information. Sometimes people use private messaging for scams and things of that sort. So be careful of who you're letting follow you and who you're following, because then you can watch out for scams in those areas on all of your platforms, because they come on all of, they are attacking people on all of the platforms. And sometimes they come as normal people. They may say, oh, um, I'm this handsome person and I'd like to take you out on a date. Give me your phone number and your address or something like that. And you're catfished. That's also a scam. And certain states now are cracking down on things of that sort, because they can become felonious and ruin people's lives. Take breaks from social media to limit chances of app addiction. So I know that my generation definitely suffers from app addiction. We may be on every type of app there is, and we may take a lot of hours out of the day viewing what content is on those apps. Make sure that you are not one of the people to experience app addiction. Take breaks, maybe take a day. For some people, you have a business, you maybe can't take a day because you need to always push out that content and get your information about your brand or your organization. Push that information out all the time. They do have scheduling apps for that as well, so that you may be able to take breaks from social media, and you can schedule your posts based on the time that you want them to go out into the world. Next, please, Dr. Carla. Any questions before we go?
What are,
Not yet.
hi, it's Crystal. What are
Yes,
some of the
Crystal.
what are some of the names of some scheduling apps?
Thank you, Crystal. So Hootsuite, I'll put it in the chat here. Hootsuite is HOOTSUITE.com.
I've seen that. Okay, I didn't know what that was for.
Yeah, you can schedule your posts based on your schedule. And then you can also, Facebook has since added a scheduling space for you. I know for businesses, you can schedule out your posts as well. We haven't used the scheduler for posting for Facebook as of yet, but I'm sure once everything is turned over, you'll be able to utilize that as well, so that posts can go out more often than they have been, because they've been going out manually. And then Hootsuite is the most popular, and it's, I think, the most user friendly. So definitely check that one out.
Is there a
Any other
cost
questions?
associated with it?
What'd you say?
Is there a cost associated with Hootsuite?
Sometimes, depending on how much you'd like to push out. In the event of nonprofits, I don't think there's a cost. If there is, there's a really minimal cost.
Okay.
Do you have any that you'd recommend for accessibility features?
No, I've never used any of the scheduling apps.
Okay, maybe we can look into some before we go. I'm not sure of their accessibility features either. I know that Crystal has helped me in my business basically to recognize accessibility features as a feature that is needed by everyone. Because I started recently using closed captioning because I don't necessarily want to hear tonalities or noise after a certain point of the day. So I use closed captioning on my movies and things. I don't know if that's weird or not, but it's good for me, and it's good for people who face challenges with accessibility on apps. Next slide, please. Okay, Instagram. So Who's on Instagram? I think someone raised their hands earlier. Who's on Instagram? Or you guys can be vocal. Hajadina's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Lillian.
I'm
I know Crystal's there. All right.
I'm on
So
Instagram.
you love Instagram? Liz is there.
No, I said no. I'm on there. I don't say I love it, but I'm
Oh,
on
okay,
there.
you're on
So,
it. Okay,
yes.
awesome. So if you're not on it, you can download the Instagram app on your smartphone to share images and bits of information like captions. That's what we went over a few moments ago. Maybe you'll prefer the desktop version of Instagram because the images are huge and the scroll feature, it's like when the page is moving, is slower. With the Instagram on desktop, it's more like flipping the pages of a magazine because they have clickers at the bottom of each post, and you click and then you go to the next page, as opposed to sliding with your thumb and reading posts. Any questions about that? I think we talked about direct messages on Instagram, captions, comments is where you can say, you go girl if someone's gotten, a promotion or they share that they're having a baby, that type of thing. Any questions?
I have a question. So
Sure.
Instagram is a mystery to me. I think I just need to go in and use it more. But Instagram
Yeah.
seems it's more for posting of pictures rather than content. Is that what it is?
So when I first began using Instagram, I want to say it was like 2012, 2000, something like that. It was primarily used to post pictures. So that's all I did. If you scroll to 2012 on my timeline, because I don't delete anything, I'm about documenting everything in the words of the great JG. I only posted pictures. I never posted captions. It might be one word or something like that. But now Instagram is just, I call it, there are levels and demographics on each of these platforms. So at this point, Instagram is used for businesses, organizations, to showcase video clips. People are going viral from Instagram, and viral means, I don't know if anybody doesn't know what that means, but it's basically when things go haywire, you're on everybody's screens, you're in everyone's algorithm, everyone's seeing your video or post, or like Beyonce, she is viral. Rihanna, she is viral. These are people that are viral. So you can now utilize Instagram for everything at this point. And then also people can shop on Instagram.
Right.
It's just a small marketplace at this point. So utilize it to the best of your ability, and know your audience. That's key.
So when going live on Instagram as opposed to Facebook, is there a time limit to your live? And then there's a TV app. Because I remember one time I went live on Instagram and it didn't post. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
because I did something incorrect or the time was, the amount of live that I did was too long.
So if they haven't changed it since the other day, I know that because, so with apps, things change. The thing constant is change with apps.
Mhm.
So it's almost like they give you a little taste, and then you start to eat, and then they keep giving you more and more. And it's like that on every app. So with the lives, you get 60 minutes,
Okay.
and then they say they either shut you off, they stop it, and that's that. I'm not too sure about the Facebook lives.
Okay.
I want to say that people go live on Zoom while they're on Zoom, and they find a way to connect the two applications, so that they can have more time. But I think all of them give you about 60 minutes,
Okay,
if I'm
thank
not
you.
mistaken.
Well,
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have a kind of have a question. Is this the new time limit? Is this new after the guy went viral playing the music for so long? The time limit, was that put in after?
I'm not sure what guy went viral for playing music for
You
songs.
remember the guy he won? Remember during the pandemic, he started playing music, and I can't think of his name. I can see it's from California. I can't think of his
The
name. But
DJ?
anyway,
The DJ?
yes, yes. So
Oh,
is it time limit since he was on, or was that prior to?
you know what? Let me just double check since
You know
I'm
who I'm
not too
talking about, the
sure.
DJ with the
Yeah,
hat. He played the music
Club
from him. Yeah.
Quarantine.
Yes, that's it. Yes, because that's when I really got into Instagram because he was playing some really good music. I was like, wow.
I'm sorry. There's a 12-hour time limit when streaming, 12 consecutive hours, and then your stream will be automatically turned off on Facebook.
Well, I must have
So
did
that's
something
basically what you're
wrong.
talking about. Let me just double check Instagram.
But he was on Instagram. He was on Instagram.
He might have gone live because I don't know how he may have gone live. He's also a celebrity. So there may be different rules for him, but
Okay.
Instagram limits users to 1 hour of interrupted live streaming. You can start again immediately, but you will be able to record for another 60 minutes.
Okay.
So only
Maybe they
60
put that
minutes for
in
that.
after with him. Okay. All right. I was just wondering, is that now, or did he have special status because he's a celeb? Because I know DJ Quarantine went for so long, and then I know after a while he started. Someone else would pick up. They started different DJs and things. So I was like, okay, I was just curious. That's all.
No, I'm glad you asked that question because I clearly didn't know either. So thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, it
and I
might have
have,
been because of his status too, because I've seen Club Quarantine and it does go
Yes,
longer than I think it
yes,
has.
it does.
Been up there for an hour and some change. So
Right, right. Just put it
oh,
on and walk around. The music was really good. Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
I want to know if it's maybe pre-recorded. I don't know how that.
No, he
I'm
wasn't
not sure.
pre-recorded because he would always say I'm live. He would always say I'm live, and this is send your request in. And so I would send the request in, and he would say thank you, Liz, and something. So he was live when I was watching him. So I don't know if it's changed since then, but
He would say thank
he
you,
was
Liz. He would shout you out.
you know yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people come.
Lillian.
Oh, I got. Yes, I got. Okay, we got. Um, uh, Chiffani PR out in East Orange, New Jersey. He was giving people shout out on air. Yes, as you would
Oh,
type in and whatever, he was giving folks shout out. So I was just wondering, did they put those restrictions in after club quarantine, or was it before? And he got special dispensation because he's a celeb. Because that's when I
I
really
would go
started
with the
using
latter.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hmm.
Lillian?
Yeah, it's been my experience that even when during pandemic time, our church decided to, everybody was streaming live on Facebook, but they started experimenting with Instagram, and one of our sister churches, they were doing Instagram because not everybody is on Facebook. So they started doing the streaming, and they did it according to how long the service was. So it was a little over an hour, but they had the opportunity to stream in Instagram, because I was trying to figure it out myself, because I know people that are not on Facebook, and because it's their choice, they think it's too polluted in some way, shape, or form for them, not for me, but for them. And they just follow Instagram only. So there are opportunities to do it on Instagram as well, for a little over an hour.
Okay, so while everybody shared uh, everything with me, I just, for my own purpose, wanted to look this up.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't monitored because everything I'm seeing is 60 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure. But if it works for you to go over an hour, go for it. Go for it. Any other questions about Instagram?
yes, Crystal. Um,
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, how do you create groups on Instagram? Because I have like on Facebook, it's so easy for me to find groups and create groups, but I don't know how you do it on Instagram. And I know I've been a part of a group and then I'll hear it pop up and then I won't be able to find the group again. So how do you create groups or how do you find groups on Instagram?
So, how I find groups on Instagram is through, first off, I use hashtags, hashtags of the organization or hashtags of the things that I'm interested in.
Mhm.
But as far as giving you directions on how to create a group, um, you can do it through the app because you have it on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So on the Instagram app, you tap the direct message icon
Mhm.
in the top right corner of your screen,
Mhm.
and I'll put these directions. You can like send all of these things to Dr. Carla at the end. Sorry, that's my dog sneezing. So tap the direct message icon in the top right corner of your screen, and then tap the create group icon in the top right corner of your screen.
Okay.
And then it'll give you a suggested list of people. And then you can tap the circles next to their names, and that's how you can create your own group. So if you'd like to create a group, say for Eyes Like Mine, primarily, and it's going to be there in Instagram.
Okay. And when you do those hashtags to find groups, where do you insert that at to for it to populate?
So the search bar on Instagram, you can use what's called a hash mark, or we call it from back in the day, like £.
Oh.
Yeah, you can type that into your search bar,
Mhm.
and then uh, hashtag United Parks is one, or hashtag Eyes Like Mine. And then you'll be able to find all of the posts that are associated with those hashtags. And then
Mhm.
you'll most likely find the group from those hashtags as well.
Okay.
Mhm. Next page, please, Dr. Hill. So, from what I understand, everyone is on Facebook for the most part. It's the most popular social media platform. So, if you're not up there, it doesn't make you unpopular, but at some point you might want to find your old classmates or find someone you've been searching for years, or just follow the up to date stuff going on. I'd advise to go with Facebook first. It's user friendly. You can customize your page by choosing what you want to share and who you want to see it. You can access current news. Um, you can showcase a specific topic of interest, or you can just keep up, like I said, with your friends and family. Facebook has something for everyone. Um, you can get lost on Facebook. So make sure to search the things that you like. And you can also facilitate private messaging, which allows you to send direct messages to your friends and family. Any questions about Facebook?
No.
No?
What I found helpful. This is Lillian, by the way. What I found helpful was that Facebook is connected with Instagram. Sometimes I get those little notes saying that this particular group is now on Instagram. Would you like to, subscribe to them, or and so that's helpful as well. So I tend to, like, for lack of better word, cross-reference. As
Mhm.
far as whoever's on Facebook, I know that they're on Instagram, but on Instagram as well, they kind of let you know who else is following them, so that if I want to see them, I want to follow them I can, you know, I can see that the list of, or the list, or who's following them, and I can go into their page and follow them as well. So that's something that I've learned with Facebook and Instagram, because they tend to work hand in hand.
That's very true, and good point. For everybody that didn't know, that you can also link your Instagram accounts to Facebook. You can connect the Instagram account to your Facebook profiles, and also you can also see both messages. So if you have Instagram direct messages, or if you have Facebook messages, you can see them all in one column, depending on what type of app you've downloaded, if it's on your desktop or if it's on your phone. Okay. Next, please, Dr. Carlin. Oh, and Facebook and Instagram, they have what's called stories or lives, where you can access other people's live information if they're sharing content, if they're sharing a video. And then you can also share in your stories, which is a semi-new feature for both platforms. You can share your stories. So if you're eating ice cream and you'd like to share what your cone looks like, you can take a picture and upload it directly to your stories, and that can be found. It's easier to find on the apps as opposed to the desktops. So next page, please. YouTube, so United Parks is on all of these applications. YouTube, I find, is a way to sharpen your mind and learn new skills. You'll only need to create an account that allows you to use the many YouTube features, such as like, subscribe, and watch later. I know people that are big buffs for YouTube. I am often busy, so if I'm learning anything, it's in like a professional development course, and they also offer those things on YouTube. You can find a bunch of videos. You might get lost on YouTube too, so definitely limit the time that you're up there so that there is not an app addiction. You can watch television shows. They have YouTube TV, YouTube Music. You can play games on YouTube. It's a plethora of features that come with YouTube. So if you'd like to, I guess, watch this. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And it has movies.
Oh yes, and it has movies. Mm-hmm. So if you'd like to follow United Parks as One on YouTube, the page is there and available. It's public. And I'm sure this meeting will also be uploaded as well. Next page. Also, if you're interested in ever becoming a YouTube sensation, you can do it right in the comfort of your own home. You don't need a fancy background. If you have information that you feel is needed to be shared, go for it. And if you want to be a YouTube sensation at 35 or 75, you can do it. Because I know a lot of people have come to me about YouTube channels and things of that sort for setup, for set design, and said, no, just use your house. Use your house. And then once you grow, you'll find other ways to change your backgrounds up. But next page, please.
I have a question about
Sure.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how people get so many likes and so many views? Is there like a tool on YouTube that you can purchase views or likes or subscriptions? How do you get people to subscribe outside of, sharing it online and telling people about it?
I like to use forms of marketing like press releases or newsletters. So it may be people that follow your organization that may share that information. On YouTube, you can also utilize hashtags or hash marks. And, I'm not sure what your organization's personal hashtags are, but you can curate your own personal hashtags. And then if the algorithm picks up this hashtag matches with this one, and these people have 1 million subscribers, but these people only have 500, it'll find a way to say other people you may want to view videos for, and it'll bring them together. So it's different ways you can YouTube market. They have ways that you can set up accounts for marketing for your social media apps. But my thing is authenticity. I like to brand authenticity. So if you have an organization and your followers or your subscribers, it's taken too long for these people to come to you and find out who you are. I would say do not get discouraged, because there are so many other ways to market and bring people organically to your pages. Just keep doing the work. Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah, just keep doing the work. And then if you need any help, I'm always here to help, Crystal. So whatever you need. And then you would help me because of the accessible information that I would be able to receive as well. So just let me know if you want to sit down and have a chat. I work with really big brands and really small brands. So everybody in between. So just let me know.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Next, please. So final application that we're going to talk about, Twitter. The primary use of Twitter is to connect with interesting people to see what they are tweeting and sharing. Twitter has become a popular way to follow breaking news. You can set up your own personal news feed too, with your hashtags. And it's a popular way to follow celebrities, follow and access expertise from brands in real time. So if you like, I don't know, Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A is on Instagram, right? If you like Chick-fil-A and they're dropping a new sauce, you're gonna find out on Twitter. I'm sorry. You're gonna find out on Twitter. So they use hashtags, they use videos, or what we call memes. If you've ever heard that word, video memes, which might just be a little video with a caption or a few captions. You can follow a hashtag. You can follow and possibly interact with celebrities, like Miss Liz said that D Nice, the guy from Club Quarantine, the DJ, he shouted her out. Sometimes they shout you out on Twitter as well. A lot of people I know, if they have a brand, some of you may be familiar with the new store on Halsey called Brown Mill. They had Dwayne Wade, the basketball player, wearing some of their stuff. So Twitter went crazy, So a lot of people were retweeting and sharing, because that's what a retweet is. They share from their profiles, what's going on with someone else. And you can also find online friends who share common interests. So Twitter is that place you can speak out to if you have something to say. So if you're somebody who likes to write a lot, be sure that what you put out into the world is going to be there forever, but definitely make your voice heard.
And also, Twitter has an instant message. What is it? Is that what you call it? When you don't want to put it in public, you can send it directly to whoever. Yeah, I use that a lot.
Mm-hmm. You can, if you don't want to retweet them publicly under their captions, you can instant message them and at them and let them know what you think. Next, please. Anyone interested in Twitter? I don't know if I asked anyone have a Twitter.
Yeah, I have Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Follow us at United Parks is One, right? Or follow yourself, your organization at United Parks is One. I think you have, actually.
Yes.
Awesome. So next, please, Dr. Carla, because I think time is running. Sorry, y'all. 7 essential social media tips for business. So anyone here who has a small business or organization, even yourself, you are a brand. I know, or I remember Ms. Donna Kirkland because of her smile and the fact that she might be my grandmother's twin. And so her
Oh,
smile is her brand, you know, what she's been doing in the community is her brand. So if she just has a page that says Donna Kirkland, people are going to remember that as a brand. So you are your own small business, even if it's just you. Definitely start with a plan, decide which platforms are right for you based on your business and your mission and your goal. Know your audience, know your demographic, who you're tailoring your posts to. Focus on quality over quantity. This is what I was just explaining to Crystal. It's about just pushing those posts out, pushing the content out, and the people will find you if you utilize everything that I've just said today, hashtags, following people that have similar interests. Those people will find you. Focus on quality over quantity. Use the right tools. So using the right tools may be uh, what's a tool that you could use for social media? I'll go with Hajadina because I know that you are up here.
Maybe live posts or interesting pictures and comments that go along with a certain theme.
That's true. One of the tools I like to use is Canva. Canva is an app that helps me create the content and I'll put that in the chat. Canva.com. I create everything on Canva. If I have to doctor some photos, I'll use Photoshop. I'm very proficient in Adobe applications, but this is just easier and it's less time consuming. And my email is a good tool. Utilizing my email for newsletters and news updates to my customers or the organizations in which I work with. I'm also on Alignable. I'm on Yelp. So you can share the content from Yelp for business, right? You can share the content from Google reviews and you can create a post and you can put that into your social media apps. Track and refine your performance. So if you're a business page, you have an analytics area. Okay, yes, Donna Kirkland, please.
So when you said align, I keep getting these align invites, so you know everybody knows I'm not on any kind of anything. What is align besides LinkedIn? What is
Oh
that?
yeah, so I didn't mention LinkedIn, but Alignable is basically for small businesses or businesses who are established or just starting out. They give you a platform to just showcase and market your business and bring about awareness to people in your neighborhood. It's area centric, it's area focused. So if you're trying to promote natural ground in Newark, you can pinpoint those people on Alignable. They give you those tools to do so. And they also give you like a consultant that you can work with if you have any questions. They are newer. They are newer. They have about, I think, 40,000 subscribers overall in this area of Essex County. So you'll be reaching a lot of people, but if you say that you're in Newark, they're gonna push your information or your content out to the people in Newark. Or if you say that you're in Elizabeth or you want to market to those people, they give you the option to do so.
Because I've been getting a lot of invites and I'm like, okay, so what business? What, you know, from a whole bunch of people. And I'm like, okay, so why am I getting this? For what? Right?
Yeah,
So,
they want you to be a part. You can be just an individual on Alignable too, and you can recommend different businesses in the area. So recently, Gardenship in Kearney made a comment about my services for my creative services, and they recommended me. So you can recommend publicly other people as well.
okay, so I probably would use it for something like that then.
Yeah.
All right, because I was like, okay, I'm not joining this because what is this? So you can promote other people and what they do. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can use it for that. Okay. Good enough.
Yep.
Okay. All right, thanks.
Thank you for your question. And most of these applications, they have a way for you to track your analytics, the people who have been visiting your pages, the geographic location of the people who visit your pages. Track the data because the data is necessary. And number 7, but most importantly, be authentic. There are a bunch of people who try to market like Beyonce. There are a bunch of people who try to market like Chiffani when I do market. I think it's necessary for you to focus in on your brand, or like how the kids say today, do you?
Yeah.
Because that's what sets you apart from everybody else. Like I've never seen anything like Eyes Like Mine. I've never seen anything like Natural Ground One. So the fact that you all are doing something, and not only in our community that could eventually affect others in the world, just keep putting out the content that you have. Next page, please. Okay, glossary terms trivia. So I made it easy on the first one. Hashtag, we know, is supposed to look like a hash mark or a pound sign. And
Hmm.
then it's necessary for your hashtag to work, for people to actually be able to find your hashtag. That mark needs to be no, it should be no spaces between that mark and the words that you'd like to write. So if you see it's hashtag United Parks is one, nothing has a space. Everything is together, everything is combined.
Okay.
Um, so I have a question about Twitter, and
Hmm.
the first person who gets it, so I have a prize for everybody. And the prize is a 30-minute consultation for me to be able to look over your social media page, that the one social media page of choosing, 30-minute consultation, and that has to happen sometime before May 1st. So you'll have time to schedule out with me, but sometime before May 1st, I can do a 30-minute consultation with you. So you see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances to win that 30-minute consultation. So,
Okay.
first question, on Twitter, if we'd like to share someone's content or information, what is the word that we would use on Twitter? Hands up if you have it. Don't yell it out. Sorry.
Say that again. Make the statement again on
Yes.
Twitter.
So if you're on Twitter, if you're navigating
Right.
Twitter and you see Hajadina posts something about Natural Ground One, and
Okay.
perhaps you'd like to share that information on your profile, what is the word that we would use for that?
Is it at?
That's a part of someone's username, the at sign.
Okay.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
I know it. Would you
Who
read,
said that?
Donna?
Okay, yes, please.
Would you read, what is it? Twitter is a tweet, right? So would you retweet it or something like that? Is that it?
You got it. Ding,
Oh,
ding,
retweet.
ding.
Okay. All right.
Retweet was
Okay.
the
See, I ain't
answer.
got it, but I've been
Donna,
listening to Betty and them. I
Yeah.
don't have it.
All
Awesome.
right. Yeah. Now you got to get a Twitter account now.
No, no, I don't. I can pass it on to one of y'all. See, can I do that? Is it transferable to the group?
Yeah,
Chiffani?
So
you can, if you have Instagram or if you have Facebook, we can go over that if you'd like to.
I don't have
Um,
nothing.
oh, you don't have anything.
No,
We
no.
I
gotta
just,
get you up there, Miss Donna.
oh no,
Yes. Yes.
no. That's an offline discussion. If it's transferable, I'll be happy to transfer the 30 minutes to someone else.
Yes, it can go to someone else.
Okay, on this group. Got it. Thank you.
Yep. Um, okay. Instagram question. What are the well, this isn't fair. I'm not gonna ask that question. Okay. The bits of information that you share under a post on Instagram, what is the term for the bits of information that you share under the posts on Instagram?
Caption.
Okay.
Who said that? Who said that? Crystal?
Yes.
No.
Yes, thank you. Yay. Awesome. So you win. For Facebook, Facebook recently added a feature in which you can use another application. What application is that?
Is it streaming, that streaming app?
You can use another application with Facebook, another social media app. What application is that?
Oh, Instagram. You can link your
Yes.
accounts.
Yes, thank you, Hajjatina. And then for the news feed, I talked about this briefly, but on the news feed for on the news feed for uh, for Twitter, on the news feed for Twitter, can you retweet any of the things that you've seen on the news feed?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes. I
Yes.
think because
Who's
I think
that?
I've done it.
Yes.
Elizabeth, Liz.
Yes, awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
so I've done that. Yes, so yes.
Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so engagement is the last one. What is the most important thing that you can do to engage with your audience?
Be authentic.
Yeah, yeah.
Who says? Oh, Angelina. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Thank you all for participating.
That was fun.
Yeah, you think so? I appreciate that. If you all have any questions, you can switch to the next slide. If you all have any questions, you can always reach me, but I wanted you all to know that the top 5 reasons people use social media is for news and current events, to find funny, inspiring, entertaining content, to fill up spare time, which can lead to app addiction. So you want to make sure you understand the time that you're spending on these apps, and to stay in touch with friends and to share photos or videos with others. So if you like to do any of these things, you might want to get on social media. Thank you for listening to me moderate today, and that was Socially a Chiffani Workshop.
Oh,
Nothing about TikTok?
Nothing about TikTok. I'm still very much learning TikTok. So before I become
Okay.
an expert there, I'll just focus on what I know to work for sure.
Okay.
Still learning TikTok.
Yeah, me too. But I've seen a lot of good information on TikTok. A lot of healthy information, healthy people, a lot of good information. Yeah.
Also, I will say that TikTok does monitor your data and analytics and everything that you view. So the TikTok algorithm is like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter's algorithm on steroids. It's really difficult to pinpoint all of the information that's being shared as true and authentic. A lot of times, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, they'll take down your post if it's incorrect information and they
Yes.
identify that it's falsified. With TikTok, you can share a bunch of things, and sometimes if your post is flagged, it'll be taken down. But if it's not flagged, they can say some of anything. So I'm still basically working that algorithm out. Once I'm able to at least reach a point of like 70% mastery, I'll integrate it into this presentation. But I hope this was really helpful for everyone.
It was very
It was
helpful.
very much. Very
Very
much.
nicely put together. Easy,
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
user friendly. I wanted to ask you a little bit about Clubhouse. People have been asking me a lot about this, the Clubhouse and how does that work?
So to be honest, I'm not on every app, and Clubhouse is one of the apps that I chose to not be on because I found it to not be a part of my overall mission.
Mhm.
And I also think that it's going to be, so I don't know if you all remember Vine. Vine.
Yes.
So you see how you don't remember Vine? Like I didn't pinpoint Snapchat, and I think I had something like, I don't know, 10,000 followers on Snapchat, but it got weird to me because I am a normal person, and if I'm out and about and someone sees me and says like, "Hey, aren't you such and such from Snapchat?" it kind of, weirds me out. So, I'm not trying to lead my life like Beyonce in any way. So I don't want to be recognized if I'm like dressed down, or if someone sees you, they're taking pictures of you and all that. It's not fun for me. But as far as Clubhouse, I found it to be a tool for people that like to talk, because it's a social audio app.
Okay,
I am essentially not someone who likes to waste a lot of vocal energy, because it takes away from creative energy for me.
okay.
Because this will be all the talking I do today, probably.
Yeah, I thought it seemed to be that kind of place where it's like Clubhouse, like you get together in a room and people sit and talk about a certain topic,
Hmm.
where you can kind of do that on some of the other social media channels that you have. It's just
Mhm.
one more app to add, and I'm not really trying to add too many more.
And like Vine, because I'm watching the trends, the data for it, it's trending downward at this point. It was really popular. Its pinnacle was like end of 2020, beginning of 2021, and then it kind of fizzled out throughout 2021, and now it's like it's here, but I don't think it's going to be here in the next 3 years. It's going to just die down. So I wouldn't say, don't waste your content there.
Okay. Thank you. This was very informative. I appreciate it.
You all are welcome. I thank you all for being attentive and joining in with me, and I appreciate the time you gave to me on this holiday weekend. So appreciate all that, and Dr. Carla, I guess, having the confidence in me to present. So thank you all.
A lot of great information was shared this morning. Thank you.